Hello friends, welcome back. Today guys, we will write our COBOL second program. First 10 program is already completed guys. The first program and the first JOBJCL01 is already completed. And we have created a file with these two steps. Okay, in these two videos, video 2 and video 3, we were able to code a COBOL program. We were able to use a copybook and we are able to run the JSL and create one raw file guys which contains some credit card details. Okay, and then today what we'll do is we'll use this file as input and we will audit the fields. We will check some fields whether they are having correct data or not. If they are good, then we will use it to another file. If they are not good, then we just write into an error file. So we have to take three files here. So this is your video 3, video 4, I think. Yeah, this is video 4 guys. Okay, this is your video 4. So if you want to practice this program, then you need to do already the COBOL program 1 and 2 also guys. Okay, so this is video 4. In this video 4, we will be taking this file as input. Okay, in the previous class, we have created a file with 4 records. Then I took my time to add more records guys as per the Excel sheet. And since we have a copybook here, we can see the data much better way as well. So these are the records that I have inserted manually. Okay, the first 4 records we inserted together guys, and then this next records what we are having here is I have inserted them manually. So the file is ready. Okay, the file is ready. We will audit each and every field, or at least audit some of the fields which are required for our logic. And if they are good, then we write them into the output file. If they are not good, then we write it in an error file. So for this requirement guys, we need 3 files in total. One input file, which is what we have now. This is the input file we have. And then using this file, we'll be creating 2 files. One for the file of good data, one for the file of incorrect data. Okay. So straightforward, we'll write the program here. This is our second COBOL program 02. 01 was the raw file creation. 02 is your actual program. So in this, input is file, output is also file guys. So we need to know how to read, we need to know how to write. So let's start it. We'll go with the divisions. ID division, ID, and COBOL program 02. Author, write your name here. I can write my name, you can write your name like this. Anything, you can write anything here actually. Date, written, whenever the date of writing, you write the date there. So like this. I'm writing, okay, what I'm thinking. So my mistake, I think my cursor is on 8th column now. So you're gonna need to come back a little bit. 8. The color was little weird. That's what I get out. Did I write anything wrong? No. Now it is correct. So I was moved into 12th column directly. So now let's go for the environment division. So as I told you guys, we need to write one input file and 2 output files. So input output section here and a file control paragraph. Now in here we'll write the file name. This is master in file assigned to master in dd in. I'll write like this, and then file status is ws in status. Okay, in file status. So that will help me to tell whether the file is success or not. Similarly, I need to do 2 more times the same thing. This is master out file. Okay, this is master out file assigned to master dd out, and then another status variable I need here. So ws out file status. So one in file status, another is out file status. So just make it easy. I'll write it 3 characters, and I need one more file here. So select the error file. Okay, error files are always the output files, so assign to error file, error dd, something like this, error dd, 8 characters. Okay, so this will help me to remember it. And the status of this particular file also will write the error, something like this. That's enough for us. Now we have three files, and then go for the data division. Now in the data division, under the file section here, we're going to need to write fd master in file and mention the labels. Label records are the standard files, and then I need the copybook over here. So copy master 81. This is the master copybook, guys. Okay, if I show you 3.4 copybook, copy library here. So this is the master layout what we have with the structure. This we created in the video 2, guys. Okay, so you need to follow that video to understand this particular one. Okay, the layout and the copybooks we created in video 1, video 2 and video 3, guys. So you need to check them to understand this piece. So now if you see my input file layout, output file layout, even the error file layout is the same, guys. That means I need the same copybook 3 times, but I cannot use same copybook 3 times with the same layout name, guys. It will be duplicated. So what I will do is I'll be using the replacing syntax here. Replacing A by B. So A will be the name of the layout from the copybook. B is the layout name I'm changing here. So basically we can write in the next line, that will make much visibly better. So it will be like this. So you are replacing the copybook layout name, the group name. You're just replacing only the group name from master layout to master layout in. Then do the same thing here for all the files here, or I can write simply repeat rr here. So this is for out file, one for in file, one for out file here. Same copybook, but this time it is out. One is in, one is out. Same thing, last step, one more step here, the error file. Okay, the error file here, error files, same copy look. The layout would be the error layout. Okay, easy, guys, perfectly same. Instead of writing 20, 20, 20 lines, 60 lines, I have written the program in simply 10 lines. So that's how we write the program, and that's a specialty of copybook as well. Now working storage section, here in the working storage section, we need three status variables, ws in file status. That's what we took, the variable, which are class x of true value space. Repeat this for 2 times. One for the out file status, one is the error status. So easy to change them. I need my developer variables. Okay, these are simply status related file variables. I need developer variables, guys. Like I need a variable for my switch on and off switches is required. So ws end of file, which are class x of 01, x of 01 value space, and then I need one switch for validation, guys. So it's a valid input. This will help me to tell whether the data is valid or not. Okay, so we are writing the program for validation only, guys. So we need one special switch variable for that. I need some counter variables, ws in rec count, how many records are coming as input from the file. It's a numeric, so put it as 2, value 0, and 01 ws outright count. So if you see my coding style also, guys, I'm putting them in all in perfect lineup. Okay, I'm not writing jumble way, guys. This is the practice what we have from the project only. Okay, nobody trains us. From the project only, we know that every variable, every picture class, every type and size and value class, they all should be on same lineup. No, it's not mandatory. Okay, if you think that Anil, I should write like this only, no, it's not like that. But when you write a project level programs, you need to follow some coding standards instead of jumbly writing here and there. Now, apart from these variables, I need my special variable here, my append program variable. This is my training trick, guys. Okay, this you will not find in the general anywhere. This is a training trick of my own training. And then If I need any other variable, guys, I'll come back. For now, I don't remember anything to write use. So simply write like this, main para, and start writing the program here. So display the COBOL program 02 started. This will just give the intimation for us the program is running, and then perform 100 initial para through 100 exit. So we now know how to write the program, guys. If you still doesn't know how to write a project style program, I told you you need to check one of the training video, okay, on the project perform story. If you don't see that, you will not understand this coding style, guys. Okay, now perform 200 get input para to 200 exit, perform 300 process para to 300 exit until ws end of file equal to yes. So this will stop the loop after all the records are completed. Close the files of master in file, master out file, and even the error file. So all the files, get them closed and write the display statement saying that total input record count, how many records has come, ws in rec count. And similarly repeat it for one more time and tell how many output record has come into the system here. For this you need another variable, the out. Come on, like this. At the end, stop run. Okay, now done with your main para. Let's go and talk to the initial para here. So in the initial para, I will talk to my variables properly by writing move statement, move no to ws end of file. This is my switch variable, and then I'll talk to my numeric variables if at all required. So move zeros to ws in rec count, ws out rec count. So we have cleared all the variables as required. Now let's open the files one by one. So open input mode master in file, and you can check the status. If ws in status, okay, sorry, in file status, if it equal to 0, then it is successful. So I would say simply continue. Else, if it is not successful, okay, if it is not successful, then what I want to do is I want to abandon the program. So I'll write like this, error in the 100 initial para, and then display the open error status is. So what is the status variable in file status, and then this call the abandon program here. This will abandon your program right away. So and if this is for one, you can repeat it for multiple times as well. Okay, you can write it separately also, guys, and there are tricks to write together as well. Okay, we are writing a simple program, so I'll repeat it and write it like a small fresher, guys. Okay, as an experience we can write in much better way also, but let's assume that I'm a fresher now and I'm trying to write the program in a simple way here. So this is out file, I guess. Yeah, this is out file here, and this is out file status. This is also out file status. Same thing, I'm repeat. Okay, I'm a fresher, guys, so I'll repeat like this always, and then I'll write it out file with error file as well. This is for error file. Now the error status and error status, we can write much more better also, guys, but yeah, I will write all lengthy programs only for you, so we will understand same point multiple times. Initialize the master layout in the master layout. I think it is master full letter, I think. So master layout in, master layout. Come on, I'm writing the same thing. Layout out. So we are initializing these variables here and come out of the 100 para. The 100 para is done. Now let's go and get the records. 200 get input para. Let's enter, and then we need to read the file. So read master in file, attend close the loop, move yes to double end of file, go to 200 exit, and then come here, add +1 to double in rec count and 200 exit as well, like this. So how get my records one by one here, 300 process para, and then start building the logic. Now here is the part which is the one which we are trying to do in this task. I want to audit the fields. Okay, there are 10 fields are there. At least 5 fields we will audit it, and then we will decide whether it is a valid record, whether it is an invalid record, guys. So for that I have a switch variable, that is the validation switch. So I will say move yes to double valid input. So this is my validation switch variable, and I'll write like this: perform 310 audit input para to 310 exit. So this will go and audit the data, and when the control come back, I will ask myself, is it a valid input is equal to yes. Okay, if this is yes, then it is a valid data, guys. So if it is a valid data, you can write a simple thing like this: move 330, perform move 330, move right para through 330 exit. Okay, you can do like this. Else, if it is not a valid record, if it is not a valid record, I would say move 340, move right para to 340 exit, or else we'll write it as a proper way. This is for out para. Okay, this is, we'll write it as out para, and this is for error para. So now we know which particular paragraph we are writing, what statement here, and this will close the paragraph for one record. Okay, so this is the logic, guys. This is a small logic in 300 where it is auditing the record. If it is a valid, write into this file. If it is not valid, put it into this file. Now once the record is completed, go and get the next record, 200 get input para here. So this will be in a loop now unless you come out of the records. So this will close and 300 exit as well here. So let's write the second small level paragraphs, the audit input para. So now I want to audit the data, guys. So the basic auditing will be whether we have data or not. Okay, we'll try to do only a simple level auditing, whether the data is valid present here or not. Two level audits will be there, guys. Okay, two level audits will be there. If I want to write a notes here, you need to check if the field have data. This is one validation. Second validation, generally what we do in the project is the data. Okay, whatever the data is present, is it okay? If the data is valid for the project, So first thing we will do only today is this piece. Okay, this one we'll see it in the next coming programs if possible. So I want to see whether we have a data in the fields or not. Okay, so for that, first we have a card number here. Okay, the very first field what we have is the card number, guys. I will take the card number like this: if card number of master layout in is equal to space. Okay, if it is equal to space, guys, that means we did not receive any data. So what I would do is I will tell the system that it is not a valid record, it's not a valid input. So this switch will be getting no, so the control will come to the else part, and then go to 310 exit, and if done. Simple. A simple condition, guys. This is one level condition. This is called one level condition. Generally we'll have 2 to 3 level conditions. This is one level condition just to check the data is there or not. So if the data is not there, completely it is invalid. Okay, if the data itself is not there, guys, then it is completely invalid. Generally in the project what we do is, if data is there, we will check the data also, whether it is a valid data or not. So that would be a second level. For third level, we'll refer to another file or refer to a table. So there will be multiple level of validations will be there. So this is the basic level, the front level validation, whether the fields have data or not. So card number, if it is equal to spaces, then it is an invalid. Similarly, you write like this. Okay. Similarly, you can write the same thing here. Customer name of master layout in equal to space. Then also it is an invalid record as well. Same thing I'm writing, but I'll change the logic in other fields. Okay. This is the basic level. So if you understood the basic level, then I'll go to the next level as well for you. So end if here. Similarly, I have other fields. Okay, if you see, I have card number, previous due paid. So these things I won't audit. I'm interested in card type. Okay, in my project, the valid card types are 1, 2, and 3. But in our test data, we took some extra variable like this. Okay, in our test data, we took some extra variables with some value which is not 1, 2, 3. Okay, for card type 1, 2, 3 is the valid. For reward point ABC is the valid. For customer active indicator A and I are valid. So we will validate these three fields, guys. Okay, we will validate this, and this in two level validations, not one level, two level validations. So how it is, I'll tell you like this. If card type of master layout in, if card type of master layout in is not equal to space, that means there is a data. There is a data. So second validation here is if card type, guys, here we have a data now. Okay, we have a data, but I want to check is the data is either 1, 2, or 3. I don't want to have any other value. So if the card type of master layout, okay, is equal to 1 or 2 or 3, okay, if any of these are there, then it is a valid data. So I will say simply continue. But if other than that, okay, other than 1, other than 2, other than 3, something else comes, then it is an invalid data. So what I'll do, I'll say move no to WS valid input, no to the valid input, and then I'll jump out of the system here like this. So this is my second validation level, guys. First, I have validated whether you have a data or not. So if you have a data, that's what I have written opposite, guys. Here I have checked only data is there or not. Here I checked if there is a data. This is referring as not equal to space. Not equal to space means there is a data. So if the data is there in this field, is it 1, 2, 3? Yes, Anil, if 1 is there, 2 is there, or 3 is there, then continue. No need to worry. Okay, no need to worry here. Else, if nothing, something else is there, then we don't consider that. So this is else case. Okay, this is second else case for this one. If the data itself is not there, if the data itself is not there, then what you want to do? Again, I want to tell the system that this is not a valid data for output. So this is your if to end if to end if, perfectly matching here. Repeat the same thing for other also, guys. Okay, if you're typing the programs along with me in my training, you just need to repeat it. Instead of card type, you have the reward point code. Okay, you need to validate the reward point code. So this is the variable name. This is the variable name. We can do much more better way, guys. But we are assuming that we all are freshers. So fresher will write like this. Experienced person will write something better also, guys. But for a fresher, we'll assume like this. So this is reward point code of the master layout. So I think it won't be sufficient here. So I will little bit take a back step for this one. Okay, just because the variable is bigger, guys, I don't want to write in two lines. I just want to put it over here itself. Okay, insert of even if I write like this also, guys, it's not gonna be sufficient. So what I will do here is I'll put them all in the next line only. Take them all and I'll put it in the next line only, guys. like this. You can break it, guys, as long as you are writing properly. You can break it anytime. So master layout in here, the reward points are having ABC kind of code, guys. So you need to check that one. So same thing, if reward point is not equal to space, if it is equal to ABC, then continue. If it is not ABC, then it's an invalid record and done with that. So we have the same condition, repeat one more time, guys. Why? Because you need to check three fields. Okay, you need to check three fields. One was the card type 1 to 3, reward point ABC, and active indicator A and I. So there is an active indicator A and I, guys. Where is that field? At the last. This is okay. Hope this variable is small. Yeah, this is enough to type it on the same line here, like this. Active indicator here of the master layout in is equal to A and I. Only two values, guys. Only two values here. Active, inactive. So we are done with all the three fields here, and I don't need this one in this particular piece, and everything is done. So this is your 310 exit. So this is your auditing, guys. If you see, there are fields. I have audited only level 1 audit I have given here. In the second case, I have checked for two levels. One, data should be there and it should be only 1 to 3 only. Here, customer name should be there. It could be anything. Any name is valid. Okay, there is no restriction that the name should be specific. Here, we have only the value of 1 to 3 as well. Okay, in other future programs, guys, we'll write more complex logics as well. For auditing also, there is a very complex logics. Even we'll use sub programs also. But in this point of training, guys, we are assuming that we are writing a very basic level program. So we are writing the same code, repeating 3 to 4 times to learn again and again. So this is to move and write the uh, out file, I guess. That's what the para name I gave. Here I need to move the data from input to output, guys. Okay, I need to move the data from input file to the output file. Now there are 10 variables, guys. Okay, there are 10 variables are there. I can write 10 move statements one by one, or we'll take the help of the program one here. Okay, program one already have the move statements, guys. See, it's already there. So we'll use this one. Okay, we will use these lines into that program. So what I'll do, CC, I'll cut it, guys. Okay, all till here also. Okay, even this also cut. So 31 lines, cut it and paste it all at the end. Okay, all at the end. A for after, and here you give the command paste. Done. Okay, I can type it, guys, but again, you don't need to see the video. Okay, you'll be getting bored to see the video, and I type 31 lines of move statement, guys. But you may say that, Anil, the layout names are not correct. Yeah, we will change it. So this is the input layout. So what I will do, I will write a change command. Okay, change all A to B. What is B here? Master layout in. Perfectly changed. Perfectly changed. Now this fellow, I need to change it accordingly. So change all A. Okay, now if you see, guys, the master layout is a regular name. The master layout is here also, here also. So what I'm doing, I'm using this dot as my reference, guys. Okay, I'm using this dot as a reference. Instead of all, we'll carefully change one by one. So this is master layout out. Okay, we'll change one by one. If you use change all the places wherever this syntax is there, it will be getting affected. So we will be very careful to change only this 10 lines. So press enter one time. So first one changed. Okay, there are 9 more are there. Press F6. Okay, F6 is for recursive change. Change, 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 change. Be careful. Okay, if you go back again, it will be a problem. So change, change, and of course change. Done. So this is your out file status. Outright count, that will be as it is. This is out file status. That's also good. And if there is any problem, you will be displaying this and again. So this is 330 paragraph also done. Okay, we are done with the 330 paragraph as well. This is to move, write our paragraph. We need to write 340 paragraph, and it's easy as well. Okay, it's easy as well. Repeat the whole 330 paragraph. Repeat the whole 330 paragraph here and change accordingly. Perfectly change it. So this is move error para. So instead of out, you need errors, guys. That's what if I want to check the layout MF7, the layout is error layout. Okay, error layout is the one. So let's do the same change command one more time, guys. Okay, it's a good practice. Change A is out, B is error. Okay, from A to error. So hit enter one time, hit F6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Closely come down, 7, 8, 9. Done. So this one is the status of error status. So this is the error status. Again, I just need a little bit space onto the right side, and this is a 340 paragraph. But if I see there is a counter is not good, this counter should be only for output count. So let's try to add one more variable, guys, which is an error count. Okay, we'll add another variable, the error count as well. So we'll take another variable, guys. Let's add the error count also. For that, come down, we are taking extra variable here. Input output is there. We'll write error count also here. This is my error count variable. Take this variable and use it in all the places where required. So I need to initialize it as I need it. Put a full stop. So the counter will be increased, and I need a display also. Okay, I need a display also here. So this is the error count. Done. All I need is come down, come down. I think we are good. Already I have given the error count variable at the bottom. So it's already there here. And this is the 340 paragraph, move right paragraph, and error status, card number, abandon the program. Same thing, I think here also we need to change the number. So we are done with the program, guys. Okay, we're done with the program here. When we write the first COBOL program, guys, file program, it was around 120 lines only. Now when I written another COBOL program, which is one input, two outputs, guys. Okay, one input file, two output files. This program, if you see, it is almost 230 lines. And if you observe, guys, I am using the copybooks. That means if I expand this program by this copybook, guys, another 20 lines each. That means this is equal to 60 plus 30, 290. That means almost 300 line program we have written in this time, guys. COBOL programs are lengthy always. Okay, COBOL programs are lengthy always, guys. You just need to know step-by-step coding pattern. Okay, step-by-step coding pattern. If you are still a little bit confused, guys, don't worry. This is only second program only. Okay, this is only second program, guys. If you are getting confused in second program, that is a very much valid case. But you still need to know the concepts, guys. I'm not using any real concepts here. I'm writing a simple to medium program only. Okay, simple to medium program only I'm writing, guys. I'm not writing the real logical programs. I'm just helping you to understand how a simple file program also need a 300 lines of coding there. So anyway, we will compile it. Okay, we will compile this program. I'll go to my compiler, which is already ready to use. I'll submit it, and I'll go to the spool directly because there will be errors. Okay, there will be errors already for any program we write. It's taking time. We got MAXC 12. So we know, guys, errors are very common here. Okay, if I come down, it says couple of errors. There are three error here. There are three error lines here. One, it says that Anil master out file was not defined. OUT, guys. Okay, OT is not the one. OUT is the name. So let me go here and then go to the program, find this fellow where it is used. So when I'm closing, I have not given properly. So that will solve the problem. Second error, Anil, this paragraph what you are telling is not defined. Okay, so paragraph name I need to check. What is the number? 310 paragraph. So find 310. So it is audit input para here, and here you see spell a mistake. I have written something like this. So simply paste it over here, and that solves the second problem. We have a third problem saying that card type of master. MAST lay is wrong, guys. We have to use master, TER. So wherever we have given this MAST, that's the wrong one. So let's find it. Okay, let's find here MAST. Over here, this is insert master layout. Okay, so that will solve the problem. Only this is in file is fine, out file is fine, and files are fine. The layouts are full letter master, not MAST. So I solve this problem, I solve this problem, I solve this problem. Let's compile one more time. Let's compile one more time from outside only. Perfectly compiled. I need the JCL, guys. I need the JCL. So we will write the JCL now itself. Okay. We'll write the JCL in the same job itself, guys. So we will use this JCL. Okay. The JCL code 1. We'll use the JCL code 1 T11 dot JCL. This is JCL job J2. Okay. Refresh. In the JCL job J2, guys, in the JCL job J2 here, we have input file and we have output files. So we help you. Okay, I'll write step by step. So this is my program and this is the location of the load. Sysprint and sysout for your log messages. Input file. So master in DD. That's the input file. This is the file which I have created in the previous videos. Okay, you need to check the video 2 and 3, guys. Okay, before you come to this program, before you run this one, I have explained how to write JCL job 1. So you need to go to that job and that video and learn and come here. Okay, directly you are coming here, and if you ask me, Anil, you are not explaining anything, then you are doing wrong, guys. Okay, how to write the job is already there. If you have a question, then you let me know in the comment, guys. Okay, if you have a question only, just let me know, then maybe I can show that how in the next video. Okay, I can show it in the next video if you have a question there. If you have some request demands, guys, don't keep them. If you have a doubt in this code what is read, that you can ask me, so that in the next video I'll elaborate that point. Okay, so you need to know how to see your do this file creation in video 2 and 3. So that is done. Now output file is my master file. Okay, this is master out dd. That's what the name, I guess. Let me check in the school. So this is master dd in, master dd out, like that, guys. It's not master in dd. So these are wrong, guys. I'll keep it as it is, and I'll show you what happens. Okay, I'll show you what happens also. So this is in is wrong, out is also wrong, but we have for error. So error dd1. So this is the only correct fellow. These two are wrong, guys. Okay, these two are wrong. And the name of the file I have here is the master one file. Okay, this is the master one file which we are creating. This is the actual output file. This is the error file. So simply we'll write error file. Okay, in these programs we are not using error files anywhere, so we'll just keep it here. And in my COBOL program 2, I don't have any accept statements. So this complete piece not required. Okay. This is purely a file input and file output. One file input, two file output. One file input is already prepared in the previous classes, and two output files I'm creating now. Now, the point what we need to do is we're going to submit it, and we're going to see what happens if I give wrong DD names. Now, before I submit, guys, okay, I'll give 2 seconds to you, or I'll give 1 minute to you. Subscribe to the channel, guys. Okay, if you have seen the video till now, that means around 20 or 30 minutes you have seen the video, guys, which means you got some 20 or 30 minutes knowledge. And it's not free, guys. It's not free. You're gonna do a favor to me. You're gonna subscribe to the channel, you're gonna like the video, you're gonna share the video. That's your cost. Okay, I don't think you want any free stuff, guys. Okay, you are very much honest people, so you are a gentleman or a gentle woman here, so you will be being an honest with me, you're going to subscribe to my channel. Since you have seen 20 to 30 minutes of our class, that means you got some knowledge, guys. Okay, you got some knowledge. If you like, okay, again, if you like the knowledge as well, then you can click on the like button. You can share this to your team. You can share to any WhatsApp group. You can share it in the Telegram groups. You can share it in the Instagram. If you like the video and if you think that you got some knowledge, a little knowledge, then you will be honest with me to like and subscribe to the channel. Now let's run it. Okay, let's run it. That's just a promo, guys. Submitting here, and we are expecting some issue. Okay, I'm not expecting to be success because we already know we gave wrong here. It got abandoned here. It got abandoned here. Abandoned code don't verify, guys. The abandoned code is because of my technique only. So when I come here and I see my sysout here, it says that there is an error in the 100 initial para opening the error file. So let's correct it. Input master dd in, master dd out. Error file is as it is. Let's run here. This time I'm expecting to be successful, guys. Okay, this time I'm expecting to be successful. Submitting. Max is 0. So if I go to my output, okay, spool is not the output, guys. Spool is just the log. So if I open the log, I can see there are total 14 records as input. 12 of them are valid and 2 are the error records. So let's check the files. Okay, F3, F3. So you have error file and master file. Let's open the master file, or let's open the error file and check these two X, guys. Okay, these are the two X records which are invalid. Card type should be 1, 2, 3 only, but I have some invalid data. Those two records came out of the program or come out of the output here, and these are all my valid records. These are all my valid records. So this is the end of your second program, guys. Okay, now before you leave, let me tell you what is your third program. Third program is a logic program. Okay, we'll use the master file 1 which we created now, and we'll create the master file 2. Now what is the difference here is the indicators. I want to write a logic which will tell whether the customer is active or not. Okay, whether the customer is active or not. So what is the conditions for this logic? I'll tell you in the next video. This is a logical program on a date calculations and date conditions. What we have seen is simple conditions. Now in this third program, we'll see the date calculation condition and we'll create the master file. Once that is done, then we'll go to the transaction file. We'll repeat this kind of steps in transaction file as well, but there are own tricks. There are calculation tricks. Here we are using conditional tricks. Here I'll tell you the calculation trick, guys. Okay, so if you still have not subscribed, guys, please do subscribe and please share the videos to the people who are already in a beginner level, and they can at least understand a little bit and they can understand more later as well. Okay, thank you, guys. Thank you. Watch the videos and we'll catch up tomorrow.